The medical bay hummed with alien technology that Dr. Sarah Chen didn't recognize. Her last memory was of fire, the transport ship breaking apart, the Vryn cub trapped in the crumbling cargo hold, and her decision to go back. The metal had screamed as she'd grabbed the small furred creature and shoved it toward the escape pod. Then nothing but heat and darkness. Now she was alive, somehow. "You should not be conscious," a voice said. The Vryn before her stood nearly 8 feet tall, his leonine features severe. 3 parallel scars marked his face, the traditional marks of a warrior priest. "Your species lacks the regenerative capacity. The Grand Physicians gave you a 4% chance of survival." Sarah tried to sit up. Her body felt wrong, stronger, denser. "The cub? My son lives because of you." The Vryn's ears flattened against his skull. A gesture she'd learned meant deep respect. "I am Commander Thanekril. You saved Kiro when the Zephyrite pirates attacked our civilian transport. You, a human scientist with no combat training, went into an inferno for a child not of your species." "He was just a kid," Sarah said simply. Thanekril's eyes widened. All 3 of them. He stopped, composed himself. "The Council of Species wishes to see you. They have been waiting." The council chamber was vast, a curved amphitheater where dozens of alien species gathered. Sarah recognized a few. The crystalline Lithians, the aquatic Delphi, the insectoid Treshkan. All fell silent as she entered. Human Sarah Chen, the lead counselor, a Lithian named Quartz Mind, spoke with harmonics that her translator chip rendered into flat syllables. "You violated 3 galactic codes of self-preservation. You endangered yourself for a genetically unrelated offspring. You acted against all logical calculation." "Why?" Sarah frowned. "I don't understand the question." A murmur rippled through the chamber. The Treshkan ambassador clicked her mandibles. "No species in the galactic community acts as you did. Even the Vryn, who value warrior courage above all, would not have sacrificed themselves for an unrelated cub. It defies evolutionary logic. It defies survival instinct." "It was a child," Sarah said, her voice hardening. "What else would I do?" "Survive," Quartz Mind stated. "As any rational being would." Thanekril stepped forward. "The Council does not understand, but we Vryn are beginning to. In our oldest texts, before we joined the galactic community, we have legends of the Karen, the battle heart. Warriors who fought not for territory or resources, but for those too weak to fight. We thought they were myths, evolutionary impossibilities." A Delphi representative's translated voice bubbled through the chamber. "We have analyzed human history through your databases. Your species wages war constantly, yes. But you also run into burning structures to save strangers. You throw yourselves on explosive devices to protect others. You have civilians who storm armed gunmen to save children. This pattern appears across all your cultures, all your time periods. Is this not normal?" Sarah asked. "No," Quartz Mind said simply. "It is unprecedented. Most species protect their genetic offspring, their tribe, their immediate pack. Humans extend this instinct to everyone, even other species, even natural predators. We found records of humans dying to protect animals that would eat them." Sarah thought of firefighters, of teachers shielding students, of soldiers falling on grenades, of strangers pulling people from car wrecks. "We call it being human. We call it terrifying," the Treshkan said. "A species that will die for anything they deem worthy of protection cannot be defeated. You don't fight for resources or territory. You fight for ideals, for strangers, for cubs you've never met." Thanekril's rumbling voice filled the chamber. 3 cycles ago, the Zephyrite hegemony attacked Vryn colony ships. They expected us to negotiate to surrender the weak to save our warriors. They have never faced humans before. He turned to Sarah. "Your government has offered military alliance. They wish to know our answer." Quartz Mind's crystalline body refracted light into rainbow patterns. "The Council is divided. Some see humanity as the solution to the Zephyrite expansion. Others see you as potentially more dangerous than the Zephyrites themselves. A species that fights with emotional attachment rather than logical calculation is unpredictable. But effective," a new voice added. Kiro, the Vryn cub, no longer small but adolescent now, stepped into the chamber. "The human held me when I thought I would die." She sang strange sounds, songs she called them. "She promised me I would see my father again. Then she sealed me in the pod and went back into the flames." The chamber fell silent. "My people have a new word," Thanekril said. "Khazara. Battle Mother. One who fights not from the front lines but from the heart. We Vryn pride ourselves on warrior courage, but we have never had anyone die for our young who was not bloodbound to do so. He knelt before Sarah, an act that sent shockwaves through the council. The Vryn clans pledge alliance to humanity. We will teach you the ways of war among the stars, and you will teach us why you fight. Sarah helped him stand, uncomfortable with the gesture. I just did what anyone would do. No, Quart's mind said, and for the first time the Lithian's voice carried something like emotion. You did what only humans do. The Zephyrites have conquered 40 systems because they understand that species fight for survival, for resources, for logical gains. They do not understand dying for strangers. Perhaps it is time they learned. The council erupted in discussion, but Sarah barely heard it. She thought of Earth, of humanity among the stars, and wondered if the galaxy was ready for a species that would burn for each other. And apparently, for anyone else worth saving. Thanakrell placed a massive paw on her shoulder. Welcome to the galactic community, Mother of War. May the stars tremble at what you will protect.